In today's video, I'm gonna cook you something nice and delicious. Something is gonna be a lovely breakfast combination. We're gonna lock this down on a different level, trust me. Yeah, so you know the rules. Once it comes in, remember to like, share, and subscribe. So I'm gonna start with the part which I want to get going. All right. So I have my pot here. I'm gonna do some green beans, some carrot. I'm gonna do it a little bit of mama style. You know what I mean? I was gonna grate the cabbage, but then I said, no, I don't want to grate it. It's okay. Let me sort this thing out. So basically it's going to be a lovely breakfast, but you can have it any time of the day. All right, I'm going to start work on my cabbage. So this cabbage is kind of a hard cabbage, you know. And what happened with this cabbage? This cabbage sometimes take a little bit long to cook. I like to set my device up, see where I am. Okay. See where I am. Okay, that's better. That's better. So guys, when it comes in, thumbs up the live. All right, so we're gonna work on our cabbage. I'm gonna swap this a little bit. So we're gonna work on the veg first. You see how I'm doing this? You know, people might say, okay, there's a wrong way or right way to do it. The end result, what you're going for, you cook it and it tastes good. That's what we're going for. So, sometimes we eat all sort of stuff, but then there's a time you have to sort the body out proper. The reason why I'm cooking this first, this take a little time. Not a lot of time, but I need it soft. Thank you very much. Okay, so basically what I'm cooking today, I'm cooking a steamed cabbage. A little bit of cabbage getting my oil. I'm cooking a steamed cabbage. It's a cabbage which I normally see my mom make. And but with a twist to it. My dad would put some green beans in it. So I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna fry some plantain. After the plantain, I want to make myself a tuna omelette to go with that. So this is how I want this. So if I cook all of this, thank you for MC, thank you very much. So if I cook all of this later, because I have a busy schedule, I'll probably go live probably 2-3 times today. I'll see how it goes. I have some plantain to cook off. So we see what happens. So this, you want to cut them up and you want to get them going. But I'm gonna kind of do, I never done this before. But what I mean, never done this before, I'm gonna show you what I mean. Some of this, I want to grate it a little bit in this. Because I want to create like a compact dish. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm from Jamaica. Born and bred, yeah. Yes, once you comes in, guys, you know how it goes. Thumbs up the live and feel free to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. We all need help in one way or the other. So this is how I'm doing mine. All right, so we have some cabbage shredded in that. I'm going to shred some of the carrot and then I'm going to slice some. When I'm cooking, I always imagine what I want it to be, I want it to come out, how I want it to look. All right. So with that, that's all right. I don't want, so that create a kind of a body in this, and you will see what I mean. So the rest, we're gonna cut them up. And there's a thing, when you're cooking most Jamaican meal, or if you're gonna mix it or whatever, it takes time. So when we finish with this, we're gonna season like we would be seasoning up some meat. So with my carrot, I want this to be julienne. So I'm gonna cut this part here. And the reason for cutting this part flat is to let it sit flat. That means when you cut it, the carrot won't move. Otherwise, you know, if you have a sharp knife and you make a mistake, you will pay for it bitterly. So when you cut it like this and it's getting short, just turn it on the side like that. Thank you very much. Oh, your brother is from Montego Bay. Yeah, I'm from like St. Anne, from Brownstone, but I used to work in Ocherius. I used to work in Ocherius. I live in St. Anne's Bay for years. I live in St. Anne. You know, because I used to work at the hotels. I have to move and live a little bit closer, because the travel from Brownstone is like, you know, costs you a lot. All right, this is how we're gonna do this. So now I have some beans here, and I want to kind of sort them out in a different way. Because these beans, they get in whole, and if you don't cook them, you're gonna lose them. And trust me, I'm gonna tell you something, but you might start crying. These beans have so much vitamins and nutrients more than even the cabbage. Cabbage have also. But these beans, don't take them for granted. A lot of vitamin E in that. Normally, when I'm cooking this, you don't have to do it like this. You don't have to follow me to do this. I'm just going to put a little bit of bicarbonate soda over this, and it's just to wash it off, because these things, they grow low and sometimes you have animal on them. So you can put some bicarbonate soda, or you can put some salt in it, and just check the water, see if any animal coming out on you in them. All right. This one, not so lovely. All right, we're gonna season this up now. So this is our season part. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Laura. Welcome, Laura. Yeah, it's like that sometimes, Laura. Once, I was talking about you the other day on the channel. Thank you very much for your support and your help and stuff like that. I appreciate everything. It's always good when positive people come on. All right, so I have some garlic there. The next thing I like to do with my thyme, to avoid, because later you're gonna have to pick them out, I like to just pull these the leaves off like this, so it stops you from later on picking out things. So if you do sometime the harder work in that sense, later on it's a little bit different. So I'll just pick the leaves off in that way. Thank you very much. Thank you, Amen. Once you come on, guys, thumbs up the live. And feel free to like, share, and subscribe. All right, I have onion here. Just gonna cut this part off. I like a lot of onions. I like a lot of onions when I'm cooking. So we're gonna put this in our pot. I'm gonna do this a little bit different, but as I said, when you're doing yours, you don't have to follow this. Some of these seasons I use, I made them up myself. Some I bought, some I made up. This one I always take time with this one, because this one I made by myself, and I'm telling you, trust me, you'll be surprised. Take long to make. All right, so I'm just gonna season this. So I'm gonna leave it at that for the time being. We don't need any vanilla in that. Bit of black pepper. All right, what I'm gonna do now, seen that? Now you can't say you don't learn anything. We're gonna go in with butter in this. Remember, when you're cooking this, just adjust it how you like it. I was looking for some paprika, but I need to fill it out of the other one. I don't want to move now, so bit of olive oil. Be generous with that, just to let you know, olive oil, very healthy for you. And what I'm going to do with this now, I have my hot water ready. And believe me, this cabbage, this dish what I'm cooking here, don't take it for granted. I like mine soft, so I put enough water in that. So I want to put it on this fire. I want him start. So now I need to light up that, both of them. See how long that takes? So once it starts to boil, I'm going to swap him. All right, so butter there. We have a plantain. Remember, I said I'm going to have, with this, a omelette. As I always said, I cook a little bit different from most people. So I'm going to get my eggs ready for my omelette. So when I'm making omelette, at times I like to use 3 eggs. You can use 2, just make it yours. Now, me personally, I like to season mine. If you're in a restaurant, you wouldn't put anything on it unless the guests ask you to put salt and pepper on it. But for home purpose, just make yourself comfortable. All right, so this is my world-class Olympic omelette. One of my favorite omelette, very healthy. We're gonna go in with some chili flakes in this. And I'm gonna use a fork. We're gonna bliss this up. Thank you very much. Thank you, Laura. Thank you very much. Appreciate it, Laura. All right. Now, I don't like to overbeat my egg. I like it. I just leave it like that for a bit. Remember, I said I'm making a tuna omelette. So this morning, I've been to the gym this morning. I used to lift weights many years ago, but I don't get time to train how I wanted to. But you know, you still have to do a little bit of exercise. But sometimes when I do a bit of exercise, I like to get in some protein. So what I'm gonna do here, I'm just gonna break the tuna up. For some reason, I like when the tuna is in the sunflower oil because it helps keep that moisture, because tuna can be very dry. I may not use all of this in the omelette. A bit of black pepper in this. All right, so this is ready. So that means setting up myself. So what I'm waiting on is this. This thing takes a lot of time. All right, we're gonna work on our plantain now. Now, everybody peel a plantain different, and I do peel mine all sort of way. You can do like this and go down, or you can just do like this. Just take it off like this. When I put it like this, I'm guiding the knife, so I just do like this. The knife not going deeper than how the measurement and the guide that I set. So now I want this. I'm going to press this out a bit. Thank you very much. I'm going to press this down like this because I want them to be at an angle. All right. And I want them kind of a little bit thick. So no rush. Normally when I'm cooking, if I'm going to rush when I'm cooking, I don't bother with it. I just leave it alone. But experience is key. Oil is nice and hot. So the thing is, with this, the oil is hot. What I want to do, I don't want these to burn. I'm going to take them off a bit because I don't want it burn. So I'm just going to rest it here. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to use my tongue and I'm going to turn him. By me removing this off the fire, it slows the cooking process down, because if you fry this rapid, what's going to happen is they're just going to scorch, but not cook. So we'll leave that there a bit. I'm going to have a look at him and see how him look. Okay, him start to boil. So you see this? My dad loves things like this. My dad is a vegetable man. You see, with this now you have two dumplings with this. Now you're nice. Just two fried dumplings, two small fried dumplings with this. Trust me. Rule of thumbs, I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna try the liquid in it. Yesterday I was doing a live. Somebody said they don't like to taste when they're cooking. The person that don't want to do that, I don't want to eat from them. Yeah. So that's not bad. Because there's a thing with cabbage. If you over season this, cabbage is something like this. If it's too salty, it's difficult for you to take the salt out. Even probably if you wash it out, it's absorb it. As I said, sometimes that you might think it's too much carbs, but you can easily drop a couple. Let me see how quick I am. Couple fried dumpling in that. Dropping a couple small fried dumpling in this is like a typical, Jamaican dish. I have a busy day today. Today you see me cooking now. When I finish, I need to go sort out the food truck. I don't want too much salt in this. And that should be all right. So with this, I'm keeping my eye on that because, as I said, I don't want that. I don't want them look dark. We're gonna remove him and give him a turn. You see this lovely, nice golden color. I have some prepping to do later. I have nearly maybe about 40 plantain to cook off. All right, with this, a little bit of cornmeal. I'm going to put coarse cornmeal, but I don't want a lot of cornmeal in this. Then, you know, it's a bit of sugar in that. If you notice, I'm paying close attention to this more than anything else. Because as I said, I like my, you know, you go some places and you see some plantain, they look like the asphalt outside. Well, I'm very skeptic. I want just nice golden brown color on that. So this is just a little bit of dumpling I'm making. Thank you very much. All right, those, let me just get rid of these. With these, I'm just gonna put them straight in my, just put them straight in this. All right. So this, just swap that. And just leave that there a bit. We're gonna put this there. Because I don't want the pan for the dumpling to get overheated. Water, you can use a little bit of milk if you want in this. Let's get a little bit more water. Thank you very much. Once it comes in, guys, thumbs up the live and feel free to like, share and subscribe to the channel. All right, with this now, I'm not gonna put any more liquid in this. Thank you very much. Well, basically, I'm doing some steamed cabbage here. We have some fried sweet plantain here. So I'm just making, you know, I see the oil look nice and lovely and clean on the plantain. So normally, you know, you can get a couple bit of dumpling going with this based on a traditional menu. All right. So when the dumpling them finish, we can even put them, some of them there. There's no harm in that. I'm gonna open this and check and see. Cause this, I want this to cook. Look at that. See that veg? Nice. Give him a bit of stir. So this can do me for probably about 2 days. A breakfast and dinner out of this. So I want this cooked down. This coming down nice. Yeah. Love how I'm coming down. Alright. So with your dumpling them now, I don't want them too big. Thank you very much. You can let your dough rest. There's no harm in letting the dough rest, to be honest. But you know, I will tell you something. The omelette, resting it is not bad. But I've been in position where I made dumpling more than a lot of other people throughout my life. What I mean by that, I used to work at a hotel called San Susie, and at San Susie, I was a breakfast chef. Just imagine you're making dumpling for 300-400 people. The amount of dumpling I make, you have to use a mixer. You have to use a mixing bowl like you're making bread. Yeah, that's how much dumpling I used to make. You have to use a mixer. You can't use your hand to make that. And normally, what I normally do sometime is I could make them out, like roll them out like this, put them on a thin sheet, flour them, and the next morning I cook them. Sometimes I just make it and fry them straight away. Alright, let me just see how this look. Alright, we're gonna give him some temperature. So we'll just make some small dumpling here to accompany our meal. So I just press them down a little bit, because when you're making dumpling and the oil not cover it, it's not good to make them round. So this one, I don't use a particular recipe, but you know, for my food truck, I use a recipe because I make a bigger batch. All right, you see what I'm doing? I'm making the omelette last, because the omelette take probably 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Just giving them a bit of turn. And then we're good to go. You know, from this morning I wake up early and I said I want something nice, something what I haven't eaten in a while. But that's how I am. If I haven't eaten something in a while, I always ensure, you know, I sort that out. But you have to look after yourself, you know. You know, I used to work with this guy older than me. You know, that I think we used to work with a guy probably about when I was maybe about 25. And this guy normally said to me, take care of number one. No, I was maybe about 30. Take care of number one, and number one will take care of you. So that's what I want. Sometimes that's what I feel for. I have some pepper steak to make, but I'll see what happens. I'll see how much time I have to play with today. So that what I'm happy with that is the fire is not too high underneath it. And you see, if you know the lovely flaky crust that have. Now this coming down nice. Look at that. I want him dry down a little bit, and then I'm gonna finish him off with just a little bit of butter in this. Look at that. Think I could get away with a little bit of cayenne pepper in this. Cayenne pepper good for you, you know. Some cayenne pepper in that. See, cooking is hard, you know. See, while I'm doing it, you have to watch these also. But I used to be in massive hotel cooking. You're cooking 5-6 things at once. Okay. I love how this is coming down. Fantastic. Alright. What I'm gonna do again, I need to try that again. Very important. Consistency. Just let it dry down a little bit more. So we're just gonna taste this again. Yeah. Need a little bit more season. It's a little bit more season. You have to watch these, you know. Otherwise, they burn on you. All right, lockdown time now. So we're almost finished now. Something I'm gonna do here. You don't have to do this, but this is personal preference. I will tell you the reason why I do this. It's just to let the dumpling drain a bit. You can use a clean kitchen towel. You know, whatever you have, go for it. Once it's clean. Now this, give it a little bit more time on that one. You know what time is it now? Omelette time. I take pride in my omelette and everything when I'm doing things. Get my plate ready. I need my rubber spatula. All right. So these are done. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to put this up there. I'm going to swap this. We're going to work on our omelette now. Going to bring this up to temperature. And for my omelette, I use, you know, everybody cook different. I'm going to use olive oil with a bit of butter, stuff like that. So with this, I want this to dry down. I want the juice to evaporate out a little bit. Thank you, Jackie. Jackie, how are you doing? Morning. You all right? Good to see you, Jackie. Welcome. All right, you seen that? That have a little bit of juice in it. Yeah, so we need a little bit of juice in that, yeah? So that there what I cook is a combination of mama and daddy style, yeah? Normally, they both cook different. My mom like the beans and stuff in it. Sometimes, no, my dad like the green beans in this. My mom would cook it with the cabbage and the carrot, all right? All right, we're gonna go in with a bit of oil in this, just enough to cover the bottom. I'm gonna leave this just in case I need it, all right? So you see how much things I'm juggling one time? All right, for my cabbage, I'm gonna mix this round. Just give him a little bit of turn round with the butter. All right, we're gonna lock the omelette down now. But with the omelette, you don't want the pan to be too hot. Just let him just calm down a little bit. When I put this in, sometimes it will smoke, but I'll work on that. So with this, I'm using 3 eggs. Now, you seen that? I just leave it a little while. And there's a method how I make my omelette. I'm just gonna push this back. And I'm gonna push this back. So if you don't know how to make a proper omelette, you can't say you don't learn something from Linden now. All right, so this is the time you need to hit that subscribe button. And we're gonna push him back. We're gonna take him off the fire, push him back. Because you know some people make the omelette, and then when you look on the omelette, the bottom of it just burn. No, I don't want mine to burn. We're gonna push this back. You seen that? So all these little bits of egg, what's inside it. You notice I haven't flipped the omelette yet. That's how you'd make a perfect omelette. We're just gonna play with him like this. All right. The heat that's in the pot, it's called carryover cooking. I'm spreading these, and then you seen that? That's how you make the perfect omelette. Now, from a filling, you want to add a bit of cheese in this. Just go for it. I want some tuna in this. And the rest, I will leave the rest later to make myself a sandwich. Now, you know, you can make this however you want to make it. We're gonna start rolling. Bring him over. We're gonna start rolling. Yeah? Get our plate. That's done anyway. You get your plate. I'm gonna slide him off on your plate. Now, it's quite a bit of food here. I'm not gonna eat everything, but I'm gonna set this out. This is how I want it. So I'm looking after Linden, and you need to look after you also. I love plantain, so I probably have 4 plantain here. I will try my best. Put as much on the plate. All right, with the dumpling, we're gonna go in with some steamed cabbage here. The dumpling is just extra. Seems like kids them wake up outside. All right, so I need to find space now to put my dumpling. So with the dumpling, I'm just gonna put maybe about 3 small dumpling just offside here. All right. Yeah. So that's how we're locking it down. Now, if you smell what the chef is cooking, now you'll be unfair if you haven't hit that subscribe button now. Look at this and trust me, it have no chance not to taste good. It have to taste good. When I cook, have to taste good. Look at this. Cook with flavor and love. But ladies and gentlemen, if you do find any value at all in this video, what I've just done, ensure to subscribe, thumbs up the live, and share this video. You know what I normally do? I normally give a close-up shot. You know how we do it on Linden, Houston Cooking. Welcome everyone. You know, from wherever you are, which country you're from. Thank you very much, Jackie. Yeah, thank you very much. That's how I do my plantain, Jackie, because, you know, thank you very much, Jonathan Vega. You know, that's how I do my plantain, because I don't like my plantain. Look at that. Look at the plantain. I want them to have nice, even color. Look at that. Thank you very much. Dorothy, thank you. Thank you very much. Appreciate. Thank you very much. Appreciate all your time and your effort, and for all those subscribe and always you know, supporting this channel. I appreciate you all. All right. So you know what time is it now? Guess what's gonna happen now? I need to go sit down and I'm gonna eat, and then I'm gonna load up the food truck, because today I'm in West King Zone with the food truck today. So after this, next cooking session start, but I might go live. I may not go live. I'll see what happens. All right. So back over to my lovely meal, which I just show you how to cook. So ladies and gentlemen, I see you. Thank you very much, Peter. I appreciate it. Jacob, thank you. Dana, thank you very much. Jeffrey, thank you. Peace be unto you all. I appreciate your time. I'll see you later in another live. Enjoy the rest of your day.